through. "Can I get you something to drink?" Ellen asked Sue as they passed through the kitchen. "I've got a cherry Coke in the car." Mo danced in front of Sue, causing her to stop short. "You must like me," Sue said to Mosby. "He wants to go between your legs. It's just something he does. If you let him go through, he'll settle down." Sue laughed. "Well, I don't let just anyone between my legs." Ellen giggled. "That's not what I heard." "Well, you heard right." Sue let Mo run through her legs, and then he jumped onto the back of Ellen's chair. "I can't believe I dropped the ball on this," Ellen said of the hotel reservations she forgot to make. "Tanya will be so disappointed when we tell her we can't do it on her actual birthday. The soonest they can take us isn't until August, when the whales are no longer active, and our flights are non-refundable." They were supposed to fly out this Saturday, the Saturday before Mother's Day. It was Tuesday. "I'll find a way, Sue, I promise." Sue didn't look convinced as she sat on Ellen's couch. Ellen took a seat in her favorite chair where she kept her laptop nearby. Despite the gold and the oil money, not to mention Brian's billions, Ellen's home and furnishings were rather modest. She spent her money on traveling, renovations, and eating out, and a good chunk of it went to her 3 kids and grandkids. Mosby repositioned onto Ellen's shoulder. "Does he think he's a cat?" Sue asked of the dog. Ellen grinned. "Either that or a parrot. He's got some strange habits for a dog, running between legs and sitting on shoulders. That's more like cat behavior. Maybe he was a cat in a previous life." On her laptop, Ellen searched for the Quileute Oceanside Resort and called the number listed on their website. Ellen explained her problem to the woman on the other end of the line and added, "I'm willing to pay $10,000 for the week of Mother's Day if you can find me a house in La Push. Do you think there's a family who might want to give up their home for a week to make that kind of money?" Sue lifted her brows. "No," the woman said without hesitating, surprising Ellen. "The Quileute are private people. We're hospitable, yes, but no one would want to open their private home to strangers. I hope you can understand that." "Of course," Ellen said. "But couldn't you ask around in case you're mistaken? There might be someone willing to do it for 10 grand. "I'll ask at our drum circle tomorrow night," the woman said. "But don't get your hopes up. Even if someone is willing, the tribal council will need to approve it." "I'll donate an additional $5,000 to the tribe," Ellen said. Sue lifted her brows again. "This is getting to be an expensive birthday present." Ellen covered the phone and whispered, "It's my fault, so I'm paying." Then into the phone she added, "Please?" "I'll mention it," the woman conceded, "but some things are more sacred than money." "I understand." Ellen worried she wouldn't be able to fix this after all. "Let me give you my name and phone number, just in case." After ending her call, she said to Sue, "I'll start phoning other places nearby. I know Tanya wanted La Push, but like I said, I've called every single place within an hour's drive, even the sketchy motels." "There's always Seattle." Sue frowned. "I know," Ellen admitted. "It wouldn't be the same." "Not by a long shot. It's 3 hours from everything." "You tried Port Angeles?" Ellen asked. "Yep. Apparently, the Mother's Day week is the last week before all the rates double for the summer, and so everyone who can goes then." "Oh." Sue stood up. "When should we break the news to Tanya?" "Let's give the Quileute tribe a chance to respond to my offer first, okay?" Ellen pulled Mosby into her arms and stood up too. Sue sighed and headed for the front door. "Let's not wait until the last minute to tell her. That would be cruel." "We won't, I promise. I'm so sorry, Sue." "Well, I forgive you. It's Tanya you have to worry about." Sue gave her a hug, which brought Ellen to tears. It felt good to know that her friend wasn't going to hold a grudge. But Sue had been right about Tanya. Of the 3 of them, Tanya was the one who had trouble with grudges. Tanya was kind, loving, compassionate, and the first to volunteer to help anyone in need. But when crossed, she could be unforgiving. The next morning, while Brian was in the shower and Ellen sat sipping a cup of coffee with Mosby perched on her shoulder, Ellen's cell phone rang. She almost didn't answer it because she didn't recognize the number. But at the last second, she swiped the green circle. "Hello?" "Ellen McManus?" a woman on the other end inquired.